welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One. I got you with all the news. Let's go. You know, another significant thing about the month of October, apart from the fact that it's my birth month, is the fact that it represents beautiful causes, important things, and one of that is the breast cancer. And the month of October is mostly known as the Breast Cancer Awareness Month and signified with pink, mostly the pink ribbon, and that's why I have my pink earrings to also show solidarity. Now, talking about breast cancer, it's one of the most common cancers for women, and I know that it's rare for women under the ages of 40, but from 40 upwards, you're more likely to have it, but you shouldn't rule out the possibilities. And the beautiful thing about checking out breast cancer is that you can do it on your own. You can self-examine yourself. So if you have mothers, aunties, sisters, colleagues around that age range, or even as a lady, just encourage them this month to check themselves out. Yeah. SARS, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. Now, for the purpose of this video, we will just be referring to them as SARS so that we can move on. So, on Saturday last week, there was this video of a young man who was being forced and allegedly shot. And well, later on, there was news that the guy was not dead. He was receiving treatment and all that. But the footage of that video caused an outrage because that happened in Delta State and people were not just having it. So Saturday, Sunday, social media was buzzing with people calling for the end of SARS. And just when we thought it was over, the IGP came out and said, you know what, I'm going to be banning SARS from routine patrols based on the pressure and everything. But the next day we had Naira came out and said he was going to lead a protest asking for the end of SARS. But later on, Naira had to go back on his word. He said he talked to the police spokesman in the person of Frank Mba, and then he's going to wait to see if the changes they talk about will be enforced. If not, they will still go back later on. But we also had celebrities like Fowles and Runtown. They led a protest in Lagos State, and the turnout was massive. We had celebrities, we had Nigerians come out to just, show their displeasure, and basically they're not even asking for the reform, they are asking for the end of SARS. Looking at the number of people that came out, I personally was moved because things are not supposed to be like this. Like, it should not be like this. The funny thing is, I read about SARS and I found out that their creation, the reason they were created in the first place was for a good cause. I just don't know how things just turned out the way it was. Do you know that, number one, SARS are not supposed to even operate, or when they started, they were not operating with any form of weapon. And they were so intelligent that they had information about people before they went to actually, go and say, okay, you are a robber or things like that. And plus, guys, they worked with DPOs and they were trained. So just in case they meet some of these people, robbers on the road, they had a combat and they could actually fight these guys. It's just so sad to see how things have turned out. Now, a lot of people have come out to talk about this. A lot of people have spoken out about this. And I really hope that things just change, because the oppression alone is just saddening. And still talking about oppression, assault, all that, this week has just been the highlight. Now, this artist, Lil Frosh, who was signed to Davido's record label, DMW, was trending on social media during the week. Now, it was said or alleged that he was beating his girlfriend, and her name is Camille. Now, her manager, who also happens to be her brother, came out to make this revelation on social media. And before you knew what was happening, after a while, Camille also came out to reveal that yes, she was being beaten by her boyfriend, Lil Frosh, and that she was abused mentally, physically, emotionally. She also revealed that not only does he beat her, sometimes he will film her naked and threaten to release her videos if she does not behave. And I'm like, And then when questions like, why did you stay in the relationship, came up, she said that she hoped that he would change. So moving on, Davido, after this whole story came out, Davido came out to say that his agreement with Lil Frosh was ended. That means that now Lil Frosh is no longer signed to DMW, and people just came out to talk. Now, on one hand, a lot of people came out to bash Camille, saying that she should not have stayed in such a relationship. While on the other hand, we have people who came out to argue that, see, when you are in such a relationship, you sometimes do not even know what's going on, and you find it very difficult to come out. You need the grace of God. You need very strong people to take you out of such situations. Now, I'm happy that things have turned out the way they are, and I'm happy that we are having this conversation. Now, listen, dear ladies, if he beats you once, even if he slaps you, you understand what I'm saying? Have you heard Jackpa? you run. You know when you're running and you're not looking back? That's what you do. You run. You don't even think. It's not change. Once it happens, it happens. No one deserves to be treated that way. Whether you're male or female, you do not deserve to be treated in such a way. So please, if you are in that situation, talk to somebody and please leave. He or she is never going to change. They will never change. And you do not deserve that. You deserve much more better. I'm still talking about assault people. I know some people will say, Lucy, I told you so. Lucy, I told you so. Senator Elisha Abbo is saying that, the fine, which I talked about last week, the compensation is supposed to be paying the lady assaulted is excessive. Now, he has filed an appeal saying that, this 50 million naira you're asking me to pay is excessive. And he made a statement that made people, go gaga. Now, he said that compared to the judgment saying that what he did was inhuman and was a form of torture, he feels that based on the appeal and according to Punch, that what he did is a simple or regarded as, let me say it the way he said it, an alleged thought of simple assault. And these people were like, you don't mean it. Now, I will keep you updated as to what will go on. I really hope that this does not just die down because it will send another message to people. I just really hope that justice is served. I'm moving on to some positivity because this week has just been... Hey, so we had rappers M.I and Vector the Viper. They have settled their beef. Okay, so during the week, there was this documentary series that was published whereby we saw M.I and Vector the Viper come to sit together and talk about what was the problem, what caused the beef between the two of them. I remember in 2019 they were releasing diss tracks for each other and all that, and fans were supporting. It was really something that was not really nice. And well, they came together, they talked about it. Take a look.
In Wapi, I was freestyling and I was battling, and he didn't battle me.
Headies, we need to talk about that lyricist on the Roll Award. What do you want to talk about?
Better say nice things about me online though.
Cheers. And this is to your fans. Okay, now don't be dumb fans. You're like, okay, when I calm down. So I don't hear now.
Happy birthday too.
Thank you very much.
Like watching that, I was just smiling. Now we have people who were like, you know what? Yeah, this is nice because definitely there'll be reaction. But on the other hand, we have people who were saying that, see, let me tell you something. These guys are sitting down there, but deep down inside their inside, they are still having some kind of, hatred for each other. And I'm like, really? Personally, I am here for this. I am here for peace and I'm here for love. And with that, I come to the end of this week's episode of LucysQuickOne. Thank you so much for watching, people. Do not forget to drop your comments in the comments section. And of course, in case you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe down there and hit the bell so when next I post, you get to know first. Because apart from Fridays, there's a lot of juice that just comes just here on this channel. Have an amazing week. Bye.